Hi everybody! So I just woke up. The reason why this video is even here is because thanks to Mr. Charles. Yeah, thanks to you. Because I would never imagine myself doing this kind of thing. Like this is like really the first time for me. Well, I could do something like a room tour or a day in my life, but then again, I'll be trying too hard for the outcome because that's so not me. And when I was cracking my head to come up with something, I want to come up with something that qualified with the requirements and also fun at the same time. I mean, it's all about the process when I'm doing this. It's about the process about learning, like learning from myself. I'm actually talking about myself and I learn a lot from myself, that kind of thing. So when I was cracking my head to think of a topic, this came into my mind. I've been having this kind of feeling and thoughts about my second home, the Girls Brigade. This is going to be a part of me which I have never talked about, and I think this is a good chance for me to share this part of me. Standing to speak in front of people was one of my biggest fears. I would end up forgetting everything I needed to say and go Being someone who lacks confidence, I never dared to speak up for anything. But everything changed when I was asked if I was interested to join the Girls Brigade back then when I was 16. Back then, my high school friends who were in Girls Brigade made me have a very bad impression about it because they always say that there isn't much to do, but something deep inside me told me that it will be a worthwhile experience. Joining the brigade at my age back then also meant that I was put in a position where I'll be ashamed of myself because I'll be a senior member with a junior rank. And that will make me compare my ability and experience to the other member who is already a leader. As my life goes on in the brigade, I noticed that I changed from someone who is not capable of speaking in front of people to someone who can lead a group of girls. I discovered what God has given to me and His plans for me. I changed from the negative person I was and started to develop confidence within me. I learned to not compare myself with other people, and the question I often asked myself was, what makes you think that you deserve more if you cannot even appreciate what you already have? You can fool the whole world, but you definitely can't fool yourself. Growing up to be a leader, I learned to always be humble and to help others all the time. When you bless others, you became blessed yourself. Not everyone are born to be leaders, and it's not necessarily a bad thing. If there are only leaders, things will not get done. If there are only followers, things will not get done too. I believe that we are born to be different because we really do need each other. We tend to always focus on what we don't have instead of focusing on what we already have. Everyone is capable of doing something amazing, but the amazing thing might not be the same for everyone. My first training camp was Young Leaders Preliminary Camp, as known as YLPT. They said that it is going to be a learning camp, but we managed to make lots of fun and memories out of it. I still remember my friends was playing and jumping in their sleeping bag on the first night of the camp, and the rest of us had to tone down to prevent having our officers come bashing in. Not to miss out the time, we quietly stayed up on the last day of camp to study for the test, but turns out it became an open book test. Then we went to Young Leaders Recreational and Leadership Training Camp, as known as YLRALT. Experience? Being woken up for punishment in the middle of the night doing star jump. Definitely that. Not really, but honestly, I was frustrated because we got punished for somebody else's mistake for not obeying the camp rule and instead making everybody suffer along for nothing. I did not enjoy the camp as much as I wished, but funny how I actually missed our star jump memories and the people I meet from other company. I used to be a very shy person and it's kind of impossible to see me going up to people I don't know and introduce myself, but GB made me do it. At first, I'm reluctant and scared, but after a few times, I can proudly say that I have no problem doing it. Meeting people all around Malaysia and keeping in touch is one of the golden experiences you will get as a brigade. I don't only know them as a friend, but more like a buddy where we share our stories with each other and how our company was run. Second Penang Company, well known for our cheers and impromptu fun act. I was never a sport person until I have to play captain board every Sunday after GB church based meeting. My stamina is weak and having breathing problem brought me through a lot of downs during practices and even on the competition day itself. I've experienced fainting after my match and that gave my best friend a chance to slap me, which she claimed that is a way to wake me up. I'm happy to say that at least I made it to play a sport and the fun memories made during practices, especially those screaming at teammates saying, Way! Here, at the back, faster! Or defend, faster, go! And have I mentioned that I have never ever danced during the high school, and when they make us do aerobic, I make sure I dig a hole out of it. But yet again, GB made me do it. I was part of the flash mob choreographer and we did it for the Penang Gurney flash mob, where we just came in and started dancing in groups, putting the crowd in a surprise. It feels so exciting, I would say. My first camp as a brigade was Adventures Camp, held in the middle of the hill, where I experienced climbing a rope to reach the top of a tree and balancing on tires while transferring myself under the rain. Besides that, setting up a tent, starting up fire from scratch, and cooking our own meal was an unforgettable experience. I was also part of the second Penang Angklung team known as Spa Team. I played violin, piano, and ukulele, but angklung, that's a first. It's a musical instrument from Indonesia made of 2 to 4 bamboo tubes. The base of the frame is held in one hand, while the other hand shakes the instrument. It is a blessing to be able to play such beautiful instrument that you rarely see out there. Enrollment is yearly thing where all the brigade come back to celebrate each other's achievement and promotion. This year marked my 4th enrollment and I am surprised at how I was feeling this time, which is different from the previous year. It's not about the badges you achieve or the rank you got, but it gives the idea of home. The company is our home and everybody reunite at this date once a year. It's like a family reunion, a home that will always welcome you with open arms. People who knows me know that I cry a lot, but this year enrollment I was bursting out in tears because my best friend got promoted from auxiliary worker to warrant officer. Woo! I was told to stand by at the stage to capture photos and I had no clue what was going to happen. At that moment, I was so happy, so touched, and so proud of my best friend's achievement. It was an unexpected feeling I have never felt before in my life. Crying because I was too happy and proud? Definitely a first. And then I have my close buddies come saying, "Her real mother didn't cry, you cry already lor." Besides that, I'm also feeling proud of myself for being the first girl in the whole Malaysia to achieve Pioneer Photography badge. It's very rare for me to achieve something like this and it makes me feel good for being determined about what I really want and work towards the goal I set. To me, the learning process to get it done is more important than what the outcome would be. That is why experience was earned in the process. Since the day I joined the Girls Brigade, my parents have been telling me to grow up and stop messing around like a high school kid. Little did they know that I'm growing in and out of GB, and being able to mess around is a blessing. I might be older than them, but being older is mandatory and growing up is optional. Nothing beats hanging around my second family where my heart will always be. Auntie Nora used to tell us, no matter where we'll be, the brigade blood will always be in us. Once a brigade, forever a brigade. It's a comfort and happiness I felt that no one but us could explain. The Girls Brigade is more than just an uniform unit, it's a place where love was found. It's indeed a blessing to be a brigade and I am very thankful to be part of this family. My Girls Brigade uniform is like my suit of armor, giving me confidence and strength. When I put it on, I know I am blessed. People who knows me personally or follow me on social media know that I am part of the Girls Brigade. Oh, that girl she always GB here, GB there one. But nobody actually know what GB has given me and shaped me into the person I am today. Not only that I gained precious experience, I got myself a second loving family.